In the previous class, we had studied about the kinds of animals, categories of animals, and the locomotion in animals, the different movements of different kinds of animals. So now here we will discuss about the adaptation in animals. Adaptation means the adjustment of animals to survive in its habitat or in its surrounding. Habitat means the natural home of the animal. The natural home of the animal, that is called habitat, and an animal has to do some adjustment to survive in its habitat, that is called adaptation. So to suit its habitat, it develops special structures for feeding, breathing and movement. So those who are not able to do the adjustment with their surrounding, those animals are slowly dying out. So animals has to do some adjustment so that it can survive in its habitat, in its environment. So that is called adaptation. So the major habitats of animals, these are aquatic, terrestrial, aerial and arboreal, and those animals, those who are living in this type of habitats, they have some adaptations to live in their habitat. So we will discuss first of all about the aquatic habitat. So aquatic habitat means water. Those who are living in water, they are called aquatic animals, and their habitat is called aquatic habitat. Animals like fishes, turtles, snake, crocodiles, hippopotamus, whales, all these are living in water. They are called aquatic animals, and the environment of these aquatic animals, or the natural home of these aquatic animals, this is called aquatic habitat. So some insects and birds are also known as aquatic animals. So first of all, we will see what are the adaptations shown by fish. So in aquatic habitat, animals live in water. Different type of animals are living like fishes, turtles, snake, crocodiles. So first of all, let us see what adaptations fishes are showing. So a fish is having streamlined body. A fish is having streamlined body that offers least resistance while moving through the water. Then the fish have scales on the body. These are waterproof scales. They don't allow water to stick and protect the body. Then fishes are having fins for swimming, and tails also help in swimming and maintaining the balance, and tails also help the fish to change the direction in water. Then fishes have comb like structure. These structures are called gills, which are helping in breathing. So fishes show the following adaptation, that is fishes are having streamlined body which offers least resistance so that they can move through the water. They have waterproof scales on their body so that the water doesn't stick on their body and it protects the body. Then fishes are having fins and tails, both help in swimming, maintaining the balance, and also tails help in changing the direction in the water. Then fishes are having comb like structure. These are called gills, which helps in breathing. So another example of aquatic habitat you can take as frog, because frog are amphibian. They can live in water ponds, they can found in water also and on land also. So we can take here the another example as frog. What adaptation it shows to live both on land and in water. So frogs are amphibian. They are found in or near water ponds. They also found on the ground. So they hop on the ground but swim in the water. The movement frog is showing that they hop on the ground and they swim in the water. So when they are in water, the frogs breathe through their moist skin, but on the land, when they are in on land, they breathe through their lungs. Similarly, their forelimbs are short. I had told you in the previous class that we have four number of limbs, two pair of forelimbs and two pair of hind limbs. So in case of frog, the forelimbs are short and the hind limbs are long and powerful. There is a fold of skin that is called a web in between the toes and the hind limbs. Frog use the hind limbs as oars to push the water back and move forward. You might have seen the frog, how the structure of the frog is the two forelimbs, means it is also having the four legs and two front legs. These are short, and the hind limb, that means the two back legs, are the long, and these are very powerful. And there is a fold of skin. That fold of skin is called web, which helps them to push back and to push the water back and move forward. So the frogs are having short forelimbs but long and powerful hind limbs, which help them to push the water back and move forward. Then there is a fold of skin between the hind limb and the toes of the hind limbs, that is called web. So frog use hind limbs to push the water back and move forward. Then when they are in water, they breathe through their moist skin, but when they are on land, they breathe through the lungs. So these are the few adaptations shown by frog. Some special organs in some other aquatic animals. So there are some special organs for aquatic life in some other aquatic animals. Like if you will take the example of aquatic birds, they have waterproof skins, they have webbed feet, feathers and wading limbs to swim and wade through the water. These are the special organs that are found in the aquatic birds, that they are having waterproof skin, they have webbed feet and wading limbs which help them to wade through the water. Similarly, crocodile, dolphins and whales, they breathe through the lungs. They come to the surface of water to get the air, and crocodiles have limbs to swim. So dolphins and whales, they breathe through the lungs. They, whenever they need oxygen, they come to the surface of the water, they take the air and then they go back. So crocodiles also have limbs to swim. So dolphin and whales, they have four limbs. They have four limbs modified into flipper. These flippers act as paddles and help in the swimming. So dolphin and whales, their four limbs are modified to flipper. These flippers act as paddles which help them in the swimming. So these are some special organs that are found in some other aquatic animals like aquatic birds, crocodile, dolphins, whales. So they are having some special organs so that they can survive in their habitat. So this is all about the adaptations of animals in aquatic habitat. Now we will see the adaptation of animals in terrestrial habitat. So terrestrial animals, terrestrial habitat indicate the animals that lives on land. So animals, those who lives on land, they are called terrestrial animals and their habitat is called terrestrial habitat, and they show a wide variety of adaptations, wide range of adaptations because of different kinds of animal. Different kinds of adaptations are shown by different animals. Like we can take some example of some animals like cattle, horses, deer, dogs and cats. They are adapted for fast running, to procure food and to escape from their enemies. A horse has one digit, cattle bear two digits in each foot. Digits means, what is digit? Digits are large, flattened and the nail is modified into hoof. You can see even the diagram you can see in your book, it is given. Digit means it is a large, digits are large, flattened and the nail is modified into hoof. These are called digits. So it is found in horse, it is found one digit. Cattle bear, it has two digits. So animals, these animals walk or run on the hooves. Dogs and cats possesses four clawed digits in each foot. They can run on the digits. So some animals are adapted for fast running. For example, cattle, horses, deer, dogs, cats, they can run very fast to escape from the enemies or to get the food. So cattle bear two digits in each foot. That means cattle has two digits in each foot. Horses are having one digit. Then deer, dogs, cats, they can also run very fast. So dogs and cats, they possesses four clawed digits in each foot. They also run on digit. So digit means digits are the large, flattened and the nail is modified into the hoops. You can see the diagram. So digits, because of the digits only they can run. So digits are large, flattened and the nail is modified to hoops. So these animals can walk or run on the hoops. Then some other animals like earthworm, ants, moles, snakes, they live in underground. Their limbs are generally absent as in snakes and modified for digging as in the moles. Their skin is protected by mucus. Like earthworm skin is protected by mucus. Ant skin is protected by another material that is called chitin, and snake skin is protected by scales. Snake skin is protected by the scales. So animals, these are they live in underground and they are also showing some adaptation to live in the underground, like their limbs are absent and modified for digging. So earthworm, ants, moles and snakes, they live in underground. So their skin is usually protected by some substance. Like earthworm skin is protected by mucus, ant skin is protected by chitin and snake skin is protected by the scales. So read your book, read the lesson so that you will be more clear about the adaptation. Next class we will study about some more adaptation of terrestrial animals and other habitats.